Hey, what's up, everybody? This is FrosT. I'm playing High Descent again with my friend Chicken Eater 3. Um, we just
We
played
can never
York,
get enough high descent. Yeah, we just played York.
and now we're playing Wilt because, like you
Yeah,
just said, we can't get enough. Um,
we're just masochists, I guess.
yeah,
It's crazy.
honestly, especially at this stage of the season I'm at personally, like I'm a glutton for pain, and I think there's going to be some pain in this video today. Um, so just to recap, I'm going to take you through my Wilt attacks with Chicken Eater. Um, we'll talk about the different approaches we have to certain things, and it'll be really interesting to hear his feedback. Like we played York, and it was fun and it was cool, but I think playing a more developed version of the game, like later in the season, it would be also interesting to get that perspective too. Um, so yeah. Anyway, just to recap, I have 13 attacks. I need 715 to rank, so that's going to happen today. Um, I've got two salary points, 10 mercs, and I stopped it by level 20. I have three offensive losses, two of which were yesterday, and one of which was like day three or something. I don't know. Like I was,
You killed yourself.
I lost to myself, which was it felt pretty bad. And then logging in to see Frost attacked you and lost was just hilarious. But anyway, you've seen my setup from the other videos. I'm just gonna kind of just jump right into it. Chicken Eater, Mr. Phil, whatever you have to say as I'm going through, just stop me, let me know
Say it.
what your
All right.
thoughts are. I'm just going to start
Okay.
working
So what
through some.
I'm.
Mhm.
All right. Cool. So what I'm thinking right now is that this setup is very unconventional. So you'll not see another player build something like this. So it's if you're trying to study the game, it might be important to just pay attention to how this setup performs in combat. What he's
Yes.
essentially built is a triangle with a ton of melee add-ons, and yeah, it's really interesting. He did it first in York a few months back. Um, Never been really explored in Wilt. I typically wouldn't build something like this, but so this is like my lesson, sitting down and watching, just see how this kind of setup performs.
Yeah. And I just, I wanted to try it on Wilt. I think structurally on York, it was slightly different. In fact, I'm probably giving something away, but I think there's a way to scale back exactly what I did on York to Wilt in future seasons, just based on the new changes that have been made to the game. But the idea here, and I've talked about this before, but just sort of to recap, I want the structure of a triangle, but I've noticed when I was playing triangle that I was often outsped by other people, and despite having really good power, I couldn't hit anybody. And so I'm trying to come up with different ways of playing. I think it's great that we have, three conventional ways of playing, whether it's backdoor with mounted, front through melee, or triangle. But I wanted to see if I could combine some of these elements together to build something cohesive. So far, it's been like pretty good. I've actually started to run into some trouble with the mounted, and again, I'm like almost certain I'm going to lose at least one today, just based off of the crits that I was getting yesterday. They were absolutely wild. Um, But the idea here again is that this Berserker, they're really effective at absorbing hits and countering enemy opposing melee. Um, these executioners are very effective in putting the really powerful knifemen, um, like stopping them. The bows. So the bows are built a little different. They are, not as powerful, nearly as powerful as a lot of others. But the idea behind this is that like often one of the weaknesses of offensive melee is that your attackers are right out in front of you, and if you lose a key attacker, it makes it very hard to like swing the momentum and win a battle. And so I try to put enough spam or clutter in front and then put two bows behind. So essentially the bows are just firing behind like a skirmish of melee. Like if you were to take a battle of mine versus an enemy offensive melee setup, it would just be a skirmish of things going on with two bows in the back just firing, and the other guy doesn't have that advantage. Um, and in order to create that possibility, I've put these like high agility um, melee defenders in sort of to like block those hits. The trade-off is that I don't get to have 64 speed, 73 speed, 126 speed. I'm at minus 15. So I do get outsped by some melee setups. However, the stability of the defenders proves to be pretty effective in most of my battles. So the kinds of setups I'm looking to beat are opposing melee setups, um, mount setups if possible, and like really weak triangles. But triangles are a setup that I really am not built to beat. Um, so as I go through my targets, like I'm looking for people again with mounted, with melee, and yeah. So anyway, that's kind of the idea behind it. Um, the knight, again, I've explained this. I've noticed over the last few seasons that high defense knights have proven to be very effective against offensive mounted, um, even if the agility wasn't quite there. So that's something I'm trying out. I've got a big tanky um, knight with over 1,000 HP. Think just before I get into my attacks, I lost two yesterday, and I really thought about why and how. And I think, in addition to, it's not so much the accuracy that was a problem, it's the frequency in which the attacks are happening. So I lost to Azrael, and
Maybe we can
like,
just see the log. Yeah.
yeah, oh, actually, yeah, it's a good idea. Let me pull up the log. Do, 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 do. I attacked him just 1220, I lost, right? So
It's up there. It's up there.
there it
It's the
is
first
here.
one actually. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay, go figure. So actually, before we jump into the log, I just want to show something really quickly with about his setup. And I've talked about this before, but just it's the frequency in which the hits happen because often people think, oh, I have this, I should win. I have that, I should win. The problem is the other guy has something that can beat you too. And what HD really like boils down to a lot of times is what is going to happen first. Because if left to my own devices, if I knew my knight was going to be safe, I could break his melee no problem. And vice versa. If he knew his melee was going to be safe, he could break my mounted like that. So it's a matter of what's going to happen first. And so when I look at the Asriel log, first thing I see here is first of all is like that's 500 damage. That's a lot. But it's a speed, right? He's got 90 speed, 83 speed, 100 speed, 83, 83, 100, 83. He's faster than I think any other mounted setup that's out there because he has eight knights and they're all like really, 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 really fast. So even though his melee is not that strong, like look at this, like 347, 193 versus um an outlaw that's 529 and almost 200 agility. Like if left to its own device, I could kill that berserker in like, I don't know, 20 lines. But I don't even get those hits in because he's attacking so often, right? Like if I were to pull up like cumulative speed on this thing, like what is he doing? I'm just gonna tally it up really quickly so you can see 89, 83, 100. Um,
It's gonna be like 750.
yeah, something like that. 83, 83, 100, uh, plus 190. Like, yeah, plus 190. So 728 speed. And I've got, I
Hmm.
think it's like 550. So, um, if it was 550, right? So 550 into 1278. I'm getting about 43% of the script on average. Now I'm not factoring in melee, random melee attacks and things like that, but um, it's a good rule of thumb to use when you're evaluating your script to see like, yeah, I have a setup that works, but can actually attack and can actually do anything. So I think in order to beat someone like him, I would need a lot more survivability on the mount or a lot more speed on my like offense in order to break him down. Um,
Or a monk.
or yeah, or a monk, because if a monk would just this would be dead in like 30 seconds, even with 1100 HP. So um, now that you've seen the setup, we'll go through the log real quick. That was I think it was the last attack I did yesterday, right? It was
Yeah, yeah, it's at the top.
so. I mean, that's evidenced here when you look at the script. Like you can see the majority of the lines, what, three, four, five. Okay, so that's a 5-5 split. But through time, you see a lot of black, right? One, two, three, four, green only. And Like there, 529 damage
Ouch.
crit. So um, these crits were like 400 before, but as people jumped up to level 23 sword, now all of a sudden this number is magically higher. Which is why I do believe like an element of crits that do matter are damage. I've studied the script enough to like I've seen that season we did those crit bows. We were critting, but it was for like 100 damage.
It was not that much.
It was for nothing because they had like what 200 or 300 damage and like 300 accuracy, like or whatever it was.
Yeah.
There was diminishing returns on like that allocation. Um,
So Cheech was right.
yeah, no, honestly, those cheat bows 50%. It's almost like a 50-50 split the guy did.
Yeah.
And then so yeah, like
Oh God, he
I
crit
took
you.
another crit. Wait, that was the first crit.
Yeah.
And so
And
like
then this guy.
it's still close, but then bang, there's the second crit, right? So, I think you'd seen in the last couple of videos, one of the things will quickly do is just check that. So if I go through any script, I can see crit, 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 crit. Done. Quick. Or I can see how many hits I've absorbed. So the damage is scaling up big time for the mounts, which is kind of it means I need to kill melee faster. And swordsmen with high defense are making that a very difficult task to do. So, um, with that said, I'm just gonna jump into it.
Yeah. Whoever designed the swordsman, good job.
Like they have outs. They have, you have a way out through one. I did not purchase one. Um, so that's on me. But how much damage am I gonna gain when I go to 23? I'm just gonna check this real quick. I don't want to do it that way. I want to do it this way. Want to make sure I'm allocating right because I don't know. Wow. So that's like
Yeah.
55 or 56 plus 6 plus 3
Well,
plus 2. Wow. Okay.
you're going from 18 to 23, right?
Yeah. So I'm gonna
Mhm.
gain a ton of damage. I probably don't need to get any damage. Survivability 665. 665. That's kind of tight. I get up to say I'm gonna go 2-2 on this. I want 700. Um, in my melee fights, I've been taking damage on that, and I need that whip. There's only one of them, and he's pretty important. So I want to cross 700, and I'm not adding to damage because I'm going to spike it later anyway, later today. And I can revisit if I want to add more damage when I get to level 23. So um, that's what we're doing there. And then for this axe, this is not, again, I don't build my axeman like this usually. Like this breakdown is not, but the idea is that it's supposed to counter and um, give opposing offensive melee fits. So the idea here is I'm boosting my HP and I'm boosting my agility. Just want to try and last and survive long. Against that, I think I have enough agility right now. So I have actually room for enhancements. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with my gold yet today. So I've not planned this out. This is like, as much as I played this on York, it's very different on Wilt. And I've really struggled to figure out like the little things, like who to pit, what to do at certain points. So um, let's jump into some of these first ones here. So Regidor, just take a quick peek here, 4789. He was smart though to get that bow because at
Yeah.
least it gives him some outs. Like Donut was talking to him and he went with like all mounts, which is cool, but he was getting countered like soloed basically by berserkers. So at least this gives Regidor a chance to like if he gets like countered, like he can maybe not ton of agility or sorry accuracy, but maybe get lucky. Um,
Reg Duelist 55 agility.
basically, it's just a wall that just stands there like this, just like come at me, bro. Like I ain't moving.
That's all insane.
But
I love this guy.
no, he's great. So and then his Legionnaire's built that way too, which is interesting. So um, there's a crit, just one crit from him. So
Good
um,
job.
looking through this battle real quick, like I didn't actually look at his speed. His speed's pretty good though. He's got 7 dukes. I think the speed allocations is what kind of messed up my calculations. I was hoping that I could still be fast enough to like really outnumber like the lines that mounts attack. Like I thought I could make it like 65%, but it's just not happening. Um, you could try it with one defender and maybe that would help. But anyway, I want to take a look at the crit. There it is right there. So
Nah,
373 from a Duke and
I'm
then the
sure
rest
you
of it.
crit. Yeah,
Yeah. So I crit the duelist and then
55 agility. I'm not surprised.
this is just fodder crits, which don't really matter because those mercs don't have agility anyway. So that's cool. Cloak and Dagger, Josher, Tancred. See, Tancred did the bi-level 14 to bi-level 27 skip. So this one's been really hard to evaluate because, like, obviously my mercs are higher level, um, but he's got so much bulk, right? Like he's got 650 on his knifeman, which I think my best knifeman is less than that, right? 606, yeah. And he's just got like 302 defense for a level 16 merc is pretty damn good. Overkill accuracy, but like he didn't, it's not like it's allocated. It's a lot of it's um, just base stuff, right? So
Yeah, it's just
I
raw
was,
stats.
yeah, I was killing him and I killed him yesterday too, but
Yeah,
I,
everyone was.
pardon me?
Everyone was.
Yeah.
Yeah, until
And,
he's huge.
but now like, now he's getting bigger and it's actually something more where I have to actually have to think about it, right? So he's not a right now guy. Would be more apt to attack somebody else first. I think Dadoc has pretty bad melee. So 196, 315 versus, and I don't even have, oh, this guy did hit level 21. That's right. I gotta upgrade that. So I'm
He
gonna have
doesn't have
two.
a Crusader.
Yeah, he doesn't have a Crusader. So this Executioner just will get smoked by the Enforcer. It doesn't even need level 23. Um, and then the two Outlaws can take care of the Berserker. Um, I need to actually do this though. This is important. So um, do that first. Oops, let's do that. Not gonna use these ever again. And
You're so rich.
rich bitch.
And shout outs to Rich Homie.
Oh yeah, that guy. It's been a minute, right?
Yeah.
Um, okay, so he's got a bunch of hand-me-down armor. Might be good to just upgrade it and take some of that gold back. Yeah, I might do that because 285 is crap anyway. Um, yeah, let's do that. Let's we'll go with this stuff so I can
Oh, okay. Hello.
yeah, who did that, right? But I mean that's not unreasonable. I mean that's probably what melee has on it, right? Like your melee probably has like how many enhancements does it have?
I have one salary point, so like 10.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I don't need to be that strong, so I just um, didn't choose to get the second salary point. So I get my next attack tomorrow.
Mm, that's good. That's really good. Um, put you there. Please don't be enhanced. There we go.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll buy the little ones with like three though. Um, if it's not like I'm like, oh, whatever, I'll just do it. But
Yeah. Still a good deal.
so defense is still the same. but I'm going to reintroduce this gold into my wallet. I'm not going to use it on anything else here. No, that's it, which is great. So now I've got an extra, what? Yeah, 3,400 gold, 3,300 gold. Um, so 425, 283, 162, 126. I think I'm behind on HP for this one. No, I'm not. 606, it's the same. 62. What does that look like again if I'm plus 15? So 42, 470. All right. There's going to be a brute. And you know what? I'll replace enhancements with some of that gold. Yeah, what a good deal. Spend 50% of what I just sold the armor for 20 damage. Yeah, I'll
So
take that.
what's the big picture plan for like your gold? Because you have like 10K.
Yeah, I'm not sure, man. Honestly, like this setup is so there are so many areas that I could I could talk myself into anything. Like I could say you got backdoored yesterday by people because your defense wasn't high enough on your mount. I could allocate to agility today and then enhance my defense on my mount. Actually, let's see what that looks like. So I think it might be like plus 18 or something like that, or like 19 or something.
This is really expensive. If you do like 4 or 5 or something, yeah, yeah.
I mean 24, so that gets me to like 550. Is that
This is
really
reasonable.
is that going to make a difference when I attack someone with like 475 damage and 200 accuracy? Am I going to be, is that extra 25 or whatever defense enough to to keep me alive? Maybe,
It could.
right?
I mean, like, there's a lot of mount players, so
Yeah.
this
So
one thing could address a lot of issues.
exactly. So that's one option.
The other
If
option
I,
is just to stack damage like crazy.
yep, that's the second option. So I could stack damage. I know that, for example, I could save a chunk of it for the level 23 whip. Um, and really build that up if I wanted, or I don't have a ton of outlaw. Like, look, like I this is actually my armor, but if I go to the weapons, there's still a lot of room for growth on some of like my other mercs. I wouldn't do this, but if I were to put like my biggest merc, even if I were to do, let's say 5,000, I could gain 34 damage. That gets me to about 600, I think, which is a lot, which is great. Um,
That's
not
even
sh
more effective damage against berserkers.
yeah, yeah. So there's that option. Um, if I really wanted to, like, I know yesterday I really struggled to beat Dynamis. I almost lost. Um, and I am scared of the by level 27 melee, so I could even go a different route and enhance like the triangle, like the defenders, get these guys up. So let's see what that option looks like. Um,
Hmm.
my enhancements aren't even they're not even even. Oh, it's annoying.
Well,
Um,
step one is to fix that executioner armor because you have one unenhanced armor, right?
exactly. But
Yeah.
just like mental quick like because if I were to do it that's exactly what I would do, but it could
Hmm.
look something like 37 on a berserker with really high agility. That could be something that's valuable. I'm going to do this independently of
Yeah.
anything else because I just need to have that. But if I were
Yeah.
to spend that same with 10K gold, I'm still dealing with, right? So if I were to take I'd actually make that 8 and then enhance it. But so it's about the same between 35 and 40 defense. So like I could conceivably, if I go back to my spy, let's say, or my summary rather, I could bring this to 470 when this levels, get this above 200, or I could add the HP and add the defense, which might help me versus a Dynamis. Um, I could do the same thing except with the Executioner, but the Executioner is not going to level for a bit, so just this would probably get it to what 490. So that's an option. 490 with 139 is pretty solid. Um, the worst option, and I'm not doing this at all, would be to try and enhance the bow. The idea of protected damage behind the wall. But that's inefficient as I think I have 19 enhancements on each set of arrows. 10K might get me like what? Let's just see, just to show the crowd. Um, might give me
Not a
like
lot.
20.
Even less.
Yeah, 20. Yeah, I
Oh, really?
was. Yeah, 20. So 20, it gets me to
Okay.
500 damage, which I mean, okay, it's a nice round number,
Hmm.
but if the front and the
Does your
back,
alliance like give discounts on enhancements?
uh, we check that where admin or where do we
I
check
think
that?
I think I'm not sure.
Not admin though.
Oh, never mind.
Is it here? Oh, who's this guy? Chicken Eater 3 from 2015. Oh man, like a little time
Wait, can you
capsule.
scroll up?
Yeah, yeah,
Like, yeah, they should play the season or not? Oh, that's
yeah.
so funny. Like, I haven't been in this alliance in like a decade.
It's like a time capsule, man. Here it is, right here. Oh, here it is, right here.
Just like random. Oh, okay, okay. That's a great discount.
Yeah. So like, it's really nice. That's really so like the thing about this setup that's both really frustrating and really cool is you could I could argue anything. I could say, well, da 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 da. Um, I'm more apt to go the mounted route just because that was what lost me my battles yesterday. Um, although I did enhance my mount a bit yesterday, pitted it, double leveled, and still lost anyway. So um, that's sort of like I'm like, is it a sunk cost at this point? Am I just fucked now? Like, is this just a fail? Like, you know what I mean? Like, have I hit the limits of what this setup can do? Um, and so it's every day I go through this where I'm thinking in my mind, I'm like, fuck, what can I enhance? Like, I could do anything. I could talk myself into anything. Um, but
Your alliance.
pardon me.
Quit your alliance and join ours.
No, I'm not, there's no way I'm joining Knights of the Round, man. That's for
No, 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 no.
I
Hall of
don't think.
Justice. Hall of Justice.
Oh yeah, Hall of Justice comes to Wilt like that's happening.
Hall of Justice.
That's if we form the Hall of Justice on Wilt, I would definitely consider joining.
Yeah,
Just
I'm gonna do it. Like if we drink
just
alliances.
just for yeah, if we because I think we know if we let's just take a quick look. I know this is gonna be a long video. We're just two guys talking shit. I'm literally having a coffee, talking to a friend, and playing HD, which is just a great way to start the weekend. Um, but the only thing that's missing is some pickleball. But yo, you have to promise like not to smash that shit at me like that right off the rip. You gotta just let me kind of get it ease into it, man. I showed my wife
No
that
worries.
video, and she's like, he's not gonna hit it at me like that, is he? I'm like, I don't know.
Oh
Like,
no, no, that guy is actually. I think he's a top 50 junior, like nationally.
oh shit.
Yeah, we're just messing with him.
But could you imagine if like so we've got six, forget the multis for a minute. Even if we work with like this player base, I'm using current. I should use from last reset. Like if we had alliances of five, I think it would just be so much more dynamic. Competition would be crazy. The competition for like getting people to go into an alliance would be crazy. It'd almost be like the old days again. We'd be like scaling back alliances because alliances had 15 at one point, and
Yes.
now we have a lot less players. I'm an advocate for it, and I think you are as well. I think Shiny is as well. It's
Yep.
not our
Hall of
game,
Justice.
so Hall of Justice, man. 2025, let's go. Um, oh look, four shards online. Uh,
You
what
better
else?
be
What else?
playing York.
Get that AB in, right?
Yeah,
Oh, brother.
because I have to attack Josher after the AB.
Ah, nice. We were waiting for like a mount, um, like
Yeah, my cav will
allocation.
be
Like,
level 8. Yeah,
oh, okay. So you get the helm, so plus 10 defense and
yeah, and then
agility. I'm
enhancement.
guessing you looking for?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll compare later, but like, yeah, it's my ticket to attacking Josher. I can probably do it now, but I don't get any benefit from doing it now versus later in the day. So
Other than the instant gratification, or but then that's not really worth the despair of a loss.
Yeah, you could ruin your day.
It really can. That's funny. We were talking, I won't name the player, but you and I were talking about somebody who got really upset about losing an attack. And
Yeah.
I said this to you while we were like talking and recording the York pod. And as soon as I said like, oh yeah, this person gets really mad when they lose their attacks, you should have seen the stare, like the death stare from my wife. She's like, who like basically like pot calling the kettle black. Like, what the fuck are you to say that? Like, you're always tripping after you lose an attack. Like, anyway, speaking of losing attacks, it is time to do that. Who's next? I only did one attack so far, all this talking. Jesus Christ. Um, typically, I'm looking at guys like Grim Reaper next, who has
I
more
mean,
melee
Whopper Squad. Yeah,
and
Whopper
Whomper
Squamps are always easy.
Squamps. Um, and then usually it was Tank Red as well, but that one gives me a little more thought. I'm just wondering who I can beat without. Oh, he got the level 28 sword. Ah, okay.
Crazy.
Wow. Like, still got. Oh, he added agility. Interesting. He didn't do the Regidor way. Um, okay.
The Regidor way has about 100 more defense.
Like 30 less agility. I think
Yeah,
the old school guys used to say there was a rule where it was like 50 defense equals 20 agility. I don't subscribe to that anymore. Like I think it's all relative and you have to look at it and break it down cohesively as like a big picture kind of thing. But like
that's an overgeneralization. Yeah.
but that was but that's how we used to like play a lot back in those days. Like, I'm talking 15 years ago, like that type of
Mhm.
timeline. Um
Yeah, I've been told that. Yeah, but it's like
yeah,
there's the percentages for weaknesses are bigger now, and then yeah, there's a
games
lot of other
changed so
factors.
much.
Yeah,
And
games
especially
change.
with the
Yeah.
expanded like mercenary slots, like I would never thought I'd be running 10 mercs again. After that like season we did all the princes and shit, like
Yeah.
we scaled it back
Good
down.
times.
Pardon
Good
me?
times.
Yeah, except Donut keeps posting that log
Those
where
were
you
good
beat
times.
me. That guy posts the same script like 8 times. You gotta stop doing that, Donut. You gotta stop making me look bad. Uh, all right. What do I want to do with my gold? Is it even worth it? Yeah, I guess it is worth it now to see if I can
Yeah.
power up
Yeah.
here. So,
Yeah. Spend it.
fuck, how close am I to 25? I'm gonna get a shield upgrade. I'm gonna take the +3 agility for sure. Um, do I want to? Is there any benefit of pitting to it? Not really, because I can get through other targets first, I think. Is there any benefit of pitting this to 20? I could pit any merc,
No,
like that's this, but this is not really worthwhile. I'll get
it's not
there
pretty.
anyway. Archery range is no benefit here. I can level up, but that's not going to do a ton for me. Like, I want to enhance the knight, and
Just do it then. It's not a
but
wrong answer.
but I'm but I did this yesterday. I pitted the knight because I wanted to double level. I wanted to get extra HP, extra agility, and it still backfired. So like this will be the day where I know if my knight is like a complete sunk cost, and I know if I'm fucked. Like truly know if I'm fucked. Um, I think I
Yeah.
am fucked. But
Don't enhance the last one because like it's gonna get dumped anyway.
yes,
Right?
yes,
Just save.
yes. Good eye, good eye. Yeah, I don't even like enhancing this one to be honest.
Wait,
But
what happened to the level 20? Uh, I guess you don't need. Okay, never mind.
I don't even want to enhance this.
Yeah.
No, I don't. How much did we say?
Y-
Hold on. How much did we say?
you have a really weird old shield. Like you're missing the level 22 shield.
Yeah, I didn't do the upgrade. I
Yeah.
just don't. I don't always find it valuable if I'm gonna re-enhance something
Okay.
to get like
Interesting.
so. Because I think I made this point on the Discord. If we look at the swords or shields, right? Like, do I really want to go through the process of replacing a shield to gain 2 defense and 1 agility? Like,
Yeah. Fair. Fair.
that's so I've been like doing shield switches on certain defenders every 6 levels now instead of 3.
Okay.
Um, just because I don't find it's worthwhile. Like I gotta think about it, right? I have to take the piece, I either sell it or I give it to another merc, but then I gotta put more gold into that piece again to to get it to be what, one defense higher or two agility higher. I just it's so that's why. But so if I how much was I gonna get if I did an even spread? I just want to make sure I'm not over enhancing a piece. Oops. So five. So that's what I'll do. I'll get rid of you. I'll get rid of you, and I'm gonna do five just to start off the rip, and then
Okay,
we're gonna get there.
manageable.
That's solid. That's cool. Then when I do hit 25, I have the option of passing this down to an outlaw, which I've done in the past, or um, I can sell it and re-enhance it. It's not the most gold efficient way, but objectively speaking, if it can give me the highest defense as possible, which is what I need to like even try some of these guys, then maybe it's worth it. Maybe. I don't know. All right, let's move on. I think that's okay for now. Don't think, yeah, we'll deal with the mount when we get to the mounts. Um, yeah, Grim Reaper. So just a quick run through for him. So he's got a crap ton of speed. He has four knifemen, so it always causes problems for my berserker. Um, because like even at the lower buy level, like these are still very formidable, right? Like look at that, 219 agility, like that's like death, right? But the low HP is great because my bows usually eat them up. Um, it's still a little uneasy though. Like these are wild numbers. Like there is a time where I will do this, and yeah, he has level 20. Fuck, he has level 26 knives too. So um, where's my executioner? 535, 160. Where is the plus 15? I should just move this stuff around. I never do that. I never do the moving stuff around. Look at that. Sorry, it would be minus, sorry. 450, 153. Like
You're fine.
it's it's a lot though. For a viable 14 setup, like that's a lot. So um
Oh, your outlaw died.
yeah, that happens. That happens when when I attack him. So running through it again, just keeping in mind that the idea um and this is directed at anyone watching really. The idea of the setup is that I'm trying to take advantage of my triangle structure, but still have melee in front that are going to put pressure on his. And so, big sword, look at that hit right there. It's like almost like a one shot. Like that's just nasty
I mean,
stuff.
it was a one shot.
It was a that was a one shot.
Yeah, he went to zero. He just straight
Yeah.
died. Uh,
The bowmen are pretty like the bowmen get off damage. Like if I were to pull up actually, yeah. So actually I'll do it this way. Hmm. So like 360, 439, like these are big chunks. And
yeah.
obviously like he's got no defense on these, but like conceptually that's the idea and it's still being protected, didn't lose anything. Um and then Whomper Squamps, I'll go for him next. And sometimes I have trouble with him though. Like today,
Oh,
like he's taking a bunch down, right? But we're gonna go through this though, because his knight will always get one at the end. Um, but I have the bows to kill that. Because another weakness sometimes, depending on how you allocate for offensive melee, is that you run into a knight with high agility and you just get countered and you're kind of fucked. Um, but as you can see, like my bows take care of that. So let's just go through this log real quick. So this is just like an absolute, just like clusterfuck. Everyone's like fighting in the middle, and we've both got two bows on the other side, just like firing random shit. Uh, but let's see, who is this? You tell me, DM me who this is.
Whopper Squabs?
Yeah.
I think it's Dynamis' sibling.
Ah, like actually like sibling or
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
multi.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Not multi. Yeah.
that's cool. Did Dynamis's sibling always play? Is this a new player? Like this is
I think yeah because they were asking a lot of questions
oh,
in the
that's really
Discord.
cool.
So
That's really good.
yeah, we're on the same team right now. So
Yeah, that's right. All knights of the round. I was always like a
Mhm.
sworn enemy of Knights of the Round. Like I always
Me too.
was in the other alliance. I was like Brass
Yeah,
Dragons. I was like Team Onage for a bit. Like I was always on the other team, which is why like I can't really ever join. I don't know if I've ever even been in there, but um,
I have.
yeah, yeah. And you were
I'm just
before
there for
too.
convenience.
Oh, of
Yeah,
course. Rest in peace, chicken, man. So anyway, that wasn't the most ideal battle, but we got through it.
yeah, we beat him.
Um, that does happen though sometimes. Like I have had scripts like this before, and then there's some days where I just like stomp him. Like it's just nothing. Um, this is a good outlaw, so I gotta be
Like
careful
the
here.
swaps.
Um, Outlaw, I still want more. These these fucking rogues are just like so agile, even with -15. So I'm gonna do that. I really don't like the accuracy, but I'm gonna do it. I just did it anyway. So um, I'm gonna pay Daydoc a visit. Yep, 196, and then I just added. So yeah, 209. That feels really good. Um, Obviously the threat of a crit's there, but again, for those watching, like I compared earlier, Azrael setup, how fast it was. This one's slower, right? So 66, 132, 198, um, what, 281, something like that. 281, 364,
He has
um,
fewer mercs too, I think, right?
470, exactly. So less merc. So
Yeah.
470 cumulative speed for Daydoc versus like what I have. Um, and Azrael has like a lot more speed than that too. So, and it's reflected in the script. You see a majority of green lines, right? So the idea is to try to drown out the
Oh, you
mounts.
killed his berserker.
And so
That
that
means the
was
whip is gonna kill the axe.
exactly, and it's pretty much elementary from there. So
Nice.
uh, it's a good
That's pretty
one.
clean. I like that one.
Nice clean script. Um, I've been hitting these guys lately, and it doesn't feel great. Um, but like this is look at this. That's a lot of accuracy, man. Look at that.
Oh, that will
Um,
crit you.
that will, but this 429. How close am I to 23? Man, I'm far away still. Like a thousand?
700 or something?
A
900?
thousand.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I might pay him a visit later. Tancred, man. This one's hard to
This
read.
is
Like
always a toss up. Yeah, it's hard to read.
it's so hard to read. Like on one hand, I have him outnumbered. I have a structural advantage in the sense that my bows are gonna get free shots off. And at 97 speed, it's nothing like that's not for nothing. Like that's every bit as fast as most of his mercs minus his spies. Um,
He has
I
a
will
random
lose
enforcer.
and a random enforcer. I will lose mercs here, but just in terms of the quality of targets, if I'm trying to keep pace, this is somebody I'm gonna try. Um, and I'm not sure there's too much I can do to really improve my odds against him at this moment. So I think now is the time. The Friar
I mean,
is
you
what's
can pit
that?
your bow. You can pit your bow.
That's true, actually. You're right, because my bow's
Yeah.
close to level 25. Um, I could do that. How do you pit your bow? Like, I'll be honest, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing in the
It's
archery range
90.
sometimes. Because
It's 100% 90. Yeah.
because at 100, and like I do it, and actually today looks like better luck than last time. Let's just take a quick look. Six misses, and the
That's
bullseye
fine.
message is always different. It doesn't always say bullseye, does it? So let's just count real quick. One, two, three bullseye. That's not bad. I can live with that. Right. I like whole numbers, so we're going to do that. And yeah, now this guy's like a speed demon, man. Like 100 speed, just firing off shots. 486 damage is enough. Like you saw the numbers it was doing in that other script. Now, to be fair, it's the difference between buy level 14 and 27, but 46 is still enough, I think, to like do what I need to do. So I'm gonna hit Tancred now. Um,
This is an exciting battle, so pay attention if you're not.
yeah. You gotta have balls, man. You gotta have balls to do some of these hits. And it looks like we're off to a
Oh,
good
nice! You
start.
killed two of his mercs right off the start.
So
Yeah,
right off the start,
that's
he's
a win.
lost.
Yeah,
So this is pretty much like, unless something really bad happens, like
it's over. It's done. Yeah,
nice and
it's done.
clean. But this has the potential
That'll
to
be
go
more
really
exciting.
wrong. Um, although they'll be later. Let's just see how much damage I'm doing on these. So 330. This is for future reference, guys, just so I can see. Bows, 121, 179. So that's an acceptable amount of damage. Um,
Oh, that sword got the chainsman.
oh yeah. Oh, it
Yeah.
sure did. Some of the hits actually, that swinging sword, the one with the big damage, like that there's been some insane damage numbers. Um, that thing's done. Like
Good
it's
job.
pretty nasty. Cool. All right, eight now, eight left. Dynamis is someone who scares me, especially with the level 26 knife. I almost lost to him yesterday, and he just got a huge power spike. Um,
But he doesn't have Temrix, so
but that's the only reason why I've
yeah.
continued to evaluate him. He's been a
Uh-huh.
really tough target though for me. Like I lose like a lot. Um, so categorically, he's the same kind of target as like the ones I just attacked, right? The Whomper Squamps, the Grim Reapers, the Tancred. He's just, I think he's just a lot more experienced of a melee player, great melee player. He won a season with it. He knows what he's
Mhm.
doing. Um, so this one is actually like this one makes me a little nervous, but I can't hit my mounted guys yet until my mount levels up because I need that agility. Otherwise, like I'm certainly gonna get creamed. So another option is this hybrid stuff that Josher's got going on. So he's got just like meat. Like if you were to describe this guy's setup with one adjective, it's meat. Um, but I also think I need to get, I want that whip to take this out. I know it's already good enough, but like for some reason I struggle to take this down. This is a pain in
Your
the ass
archer will
too.
kill it too.
That's true. The archer
Yeah.
can kill it. Um, let's just reset it. 144. That's a lot of agility though.
Yeah, you're at 120 something, like low to
Yeah,
120s.
125 or low to 120s, low
121,
120s.
121.
121, 116. Yeah, like this would normally, those speed points would be into damage and accuracy, but this is not the time to hit Josher, but I'll consider it later. I've been attacking him, so um, might be
Right next to
time.
each other.
Yeah, or I could pay Donut a visit. Um,
This is exciting battle too.
yeah, I actually love the scripts versus Donut. They're always very exciting. I'm gonna attack Donut. Um, I just
Uh-oh.
said like I should wait for my
If it's
mounted to be developed, but like
oh, you're good, you're good, you're good.
so this is the idea for the setup, right? Like if left to its own devices, those dukes would eat my knight alive like in 20 seconds. But because so much of the script is green, he's not getting those opportunities, right? So
There's so
like
much friction on the front line and the back line.
yeah, these scripts are like every script. It takes me so long to do my attacks now because the scripts are so fun to read. Like some of these ones, like maybe not these ones so much. Actually, this one is hilarious. The Enforcer critted the Swordsman because of the bi level 20
Twice.
14. Yeah.
Yeah, or once. Well, this was the first one. Yeah.
And that's like a monster, yeah. So here's his crit from his Duke. D8 got me. I think that's the one with like super accuracy.
It
347
has a lot of
damage.
accuracy.
So when we did the other battle, who was the other mount player I attacked? Regidor.
Regidor.
So his Duke also did in the same neighborhood. So it might be like reasonable to assume that because we don't know for certain how all these things work. That's what makes HD great. But if the going rate for a crit is 350, that's gonna help guide me, right? So like I've got enough for three crits. So I feel pretty good. Like, can I survive three crits with this with how bad his melee is? Yes, I can. And I did. So we leveled
Good
up.
job.
All right, we got a Berserker, we've got the Crusader. Man, this guy's damage at level 26 is gonna be wild. Um, for now, let's just take a quick look. What are my points at again? I think I'm getting a new attack to not tomorrow. So
I
you'll
get
probably
it
pass me.
tomorrow because
You'll pass me tomorrow.
yeah,
Um,
if
if not
nothing
today.
terrible
If not today. Well, I think your
happens.
setup is. I think your setup's sturdy though. Like it's like how have you enjoyed playing your setup? Is like I
I hate it.
figured
Sorry, I
you
said that too
wanna.
fast.
No, 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 no,
Yeah,
no. You hate it, but
yeah.
why do you hate it then? Like what is it that you
Because
don't
like,
like?
yeah. So the I have two mounts. One is like a damage mount. One is an accuracy mount.
Yeah,
But it makes it hard to farm the multis because the multis sometimes have three mounts,
yeah,
and it just like when you can't farm multis, it feels unpleasant.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, I think like getting one Death Knight would have been a little better.
yeah.
But that's just hindsight talking. Like I'm not gonna pretend like I can predict the future. So,
What would you have done with
uh,
that extra merc? Would it have been a melee? Like 5-4-1?
uh, um, yeah, it would either be two defense knights or one defense knight and a crit bow or something.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
it is what it
Um,
is. It's okay.
yeah,
Like
no,
this whole season is just a huge clown fiesta.
yeah. It's doesn't feel right, but we're gonna fix that. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, because we can't keep having seasons like that. So I just reused the armor and we've got, you know what, man? I want to cross 200 agility. I need more defense. 430 is not great, but I also like 677. Like, where are we at? Day 21 now? Like, I should be really getting close to that 20 mark, that 20-point mark. Um, yeah, that gets me another hit and lets me survive another round. That would actually be great. I still have to enhance those pieces too. Fuck. Maybe I should just sell that armor. Um, oh, I ranked. I can joust.
Avalon guy.
Oh, 4758. All
You
right.
did it. Good job.
4758, 5358. So it's plus 600. I think I'm still like in the top five of like, I've had a really good jousting season. I feel really good about that since I moved on from Avalon. Um, this guy, man. Oh, 139, 140 accuracy. He's not accurate enough to ever contend with a berserker. So that's not really what its goal or objective is. Its goal is to punish other offensive melee and also put damage or rather pressure on walls as well. He'll struggle against Joshua because Joshua has a bunch of agility on his, but I have other workarounds for that, especially once I hit level 23. So we're closing in on 600 damage, which is cool. Um, let's just see who's next. Dynamis, Cloak and Dagger, Joshua. Let's do see up top 50 if I can snip anyone off and improve it.
What about Apple?
Apple, I've
Is he too
avoided.
tanky for you?
Yes, too many bows.
Okay.
And they're
Okay.
faster too. Like these allocated to, he's put about 10 speed points, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
So it scares me. And then he's got this, which is going to at least eat up at least one or two melee as well. So I've been avoiding him and as
Okay.
well.
Okay. Okay.
If I, not to beat a dead horse, but if I had a monk to take care of this quickly, I would feel good about it. But like even this, like this matchup here, this doesn't happen as quickly as you would think it would, or you'd want it to. You'd think plus 40 agility or accuracy over agility with basically defense damage matched up would bode well, but it still takes like I'm hitting for like 150.
Hmm. Yeah.
And he only has 700 HP,
Up.
which is the thing. Hey, what's up, Jim?
What's
We
up? You doing
we're
your best?
streaming. You're gonna be in a video. I'm here with CE3. We're just going through my attacks today.
Oh my God. Hi, mom.
What's up?
How you doing, man? Life's good?
Yeah, it's alright.
Oh man, that's cool. That's cool. It's good to hear you,
I
man.
forgot to do my attacks today, so I'm starting now.
Oh, okay. I was like, yeah, like, cause normally, cause like you're what? It's what time is it there? Like 5:30?
6:30.
6:30. Yeah. Cause like usually I'll wake up and like you've already done your attacks. And I'll be like, I'll
Yeah,
wake
I
up and like,
usually do them at
I wonder
work.
what, I wonder what Jim's up to today. And then you'll tell me like, oh, like I fucked this guy or oh, I got fucked over. It's a good time.
Yeah.
I gotta do some
Um,
hard ones.
yeah, so we're just going through attacks together. Obviously, you can see what I'm doing. Um, I'm just kind of talking through again, what I'm doing, and Chicken Eater is asking questions or
Yo,
giving his feedback. So if you want to hang around and do the same, you're more than welcome to. Um,
let's attack
Yeah,
Jim.
sure.
He's
let's
there.
attack who?
Let's attack Jim. He's right there.
You're not ready to attack him
Probably
yet, man.
the
His mount setup is tough, man. Look at this. Like this is not fun to deal with, although it's slow.
He's
It is a
slow.
slow night. Um,
yeah.
Wait, that's
I
a
don't have
but
huge
speed.
berserker.
pardon me?
That's a very big berserker.
Yes, that is a monstrous berserker. Um, I do have the outlaws at 21, which will help that, but
Yeah.
like I don't like attacking Jim.
654.
Dude,
God.
it's ridiculous, man. Like it's yeah, it's not fun. Um, I am planning on attacking, but just maybe not yet. I want to get this
Are you
knight
even
leveled up.
going that low? Yeah, you
Yeah,
are.
I have to.
I'm
This
not
is the
that.
time. Yeah, because like, look, right? Like, okay, so shiny. I mean, I thought about it. I actually thought about attacking him yesterday before he attacked me and lost. Um, because I just felt like I could get through that Crusader. But with 100 agility, there's just something about that 100 agility, man. Like, there's something
Yeah,
about it
yeah.
when they hit that
Something
mark.
screws up the. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Something,
Something screws up
something.
when you go to high agility. Yeah,
They perform pretty well. Like this is a good combination of defense agility. So again, for like the 90th time, if I had a monk, that wouldn't be a problem. But
yeah,
um, like this is fine now. Like this was a beast in the beginning, but like very quickly the outlaws just like take care of that, right? So I won't do it, but I want to, especially since he's so slow. Like he's got about what 220 speed. So I would get opportunities, but he beat me yesterday, and I don't actually think I'm going to attack him today. He's just too fast. Like his
yeah.
like look how fast is like 89, 83 on 100. Like
Yes, yeah. I made the mistake of attacking him one day because I
oh
didn't pay
shit.
attention to the speed. I got destroyed. So that was nice.
Um, oh man, none of these feel comfortable anymore. Like where are we at now? Five left, seven left. Shit. None of these feel good. None
You
of
haven't
these.
even done half of your attacks.
Yeah, I've been talking. This is like a 2 hour video, man. People are gonna be like, I'm not watching this. Um, which is fair.
What are you gonna watch? Harry Potter? I'd rather watch this than Harry Potter, to be honest.
Yeah, but what does that say about us, hey? We're like freaks. We love this shit. I love it. Um, Dynamics always
Don't
gives
kill
me
me
a
though.
hard time. I'm going to attack him, but I'm just going to stare at the screen and like just contemplate life first. Um, this whip's actually, these whips are annoying. Um, my swords don't get to them really as quickly as I want. This is one I can lose today, to be honest, especially with, he has level 26, does he not? I thought he did.
Hey, shiny.
Hey, what's up? I'm recording. What's up, Derek? We're playing your game. Anyway, I'm gonna continue. This is, oh man, I'm gonna lose this, but I don't want to attack
You
like a
wish.
multi or some bullshit like that. Have I used my gold yet? No.
Shiny's a multi.
Yeah, shiny's clearly a multi. I need two attacks to, well, two attacks and change to level this guy up. Wait, 140. Maybe I can't really hit the mount players until this levels up. I can't. I gotta spend the rest of my gold and then I have to go like agility, right? So I need
Hmm.
two targets to get me there. Dynamis would be one. Oh man. Ugh, four shard. I actually have not attacked four shard at all. I've just let him come to me. Um,
I mean, you're gonna lose a lot of melee mercs, but
that's
like,
the thing.
yeah.
I'm gonna lose. Like they're close fights, so it's not really that valuable. His bow's too slow. If he's gonna have the bow back there, the bow has to be, I think, at least as fast as what a melee merc would be. At least. I actually think 1.5 speed, which is why I want 100 speed. I'll cap out at like 110. Um, fuck, man. 49, 174, 4. Yeah, this defense blows. I didn't actually update it. I'm gonna have less gold to spend on my mount now though if I actually like if I do this, but I think I need to, especially if I'm gonna attack like a Dynamis. It'd be terrible if I didn't recognize that and I lost. Could still lose even with the plus 16. 450, 196 feels better. I think it has to be him. Fuck. I don't like it. It's like I'd rather triangles are too much. Could try this, but I think man. Fucking Crusader, man. God damn. All right, let's see it, Dynamis. We always have these crazy fights.
I mean,
Wow,
that's a good sign.
not that's not nah. Today was not a crazy fight. Yesterday I had like I think 240 HP left, like on my melee line. That's it. Like
Oh,
yeah. That's why I was
That was
like,
fast.
that's why I was agonizing that attack so much because like tomorrow's gonna be really difficult with that fucking knife, but like with those knives. But let's just go do this real quick. Okay, da da da. So like. You can see structurally, like the bows are doing what they're supposed to do. They're hitting, like they're constantly hitting. Um, like if I go through real quick, like I think 181, 144, 207. Like, okay, I missed once, but I missed his bow. What the fuck? Um, that's fucked. But like pretty much every time I hit in the meaningful part of the script, um, I was able to do damage, right? And it's hiding behind the wall, but yeah. Anyway, that's good. Need one more to level this knight up. Yeah.
sick.
Okay.
All right.
Who's that gonna be?
I I
Huh?
gotta start driving in a bit,
Okay.
but I can log back onto my phone.
Yeah, log back in by all means. I'm gonna work through some of these here. Ah,
All
man.
right.
Um,
I'll come back. I'll come back.
alright, cool.
Um, but yeah, thanks for watching, and pray that he doesn't lose an attack.
Ah, fuck it. I'm just gonna hit the multi. I hate the multi, but that's what I'm just gonna hit the multi. Does that give me what I
Yeah,
need
they're there
though?
for you. I don't
Try
know.
not to.
You have a pit anyway, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get enough. You get enough.
Well, I attacked Charity
Just
yesterday, so I'm not losing any momentum. That's fine. There it is. That's the easy way out. Um, that, and let's see here. So I need to replace my body and my shield. This, and this gets sold. Can use this somewhere else. Mm, how has the mount setup been going, Jim?
you can see in the rankings, I guess. It's not
Oh no.
yes. No, it's a mount built to kill the triangles, and there are no triangles. They're not death knights, so it's
Got you.
pointless. But yeah, I've almost given up this season anyway. So
It's it's almost done,
like
man.
like 50% of my attacks are multi, so I don't. It's just like I finish my attacks.
You
I
log
can't be asked
in,
anymore.
you're done in like
Yeah,
30 minutes, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. I
At
think I'm
start,
gonna.
I started nitpicking, but now it's just like it's not worth. To get 5 more XP, I have to risk a 50-50 attack. It's pointless.
Yeah, it's really hard to gain ground, right? Like
Yeah.
you can't really gain ground or
No,
do
it,
anything.
it, no. My second set of knights, I put speed so I can beat the other mounted setups, but doesn't matter because your pitted mercs do not have speed, so I cannot beat all the guys who have 100 speed on their knights.
Fair, fair. Plus 30, plus 12 agility help me a little bit. Yeah, yesterday I got critted by Cloak and Dagger and Azrael. Like they just crushed me. Um, I was hitting them and it was fine, but it just stopped
Yeah,
being fine very
yeah,
quickly.
I know what you mean.
So
I know what you mean.
let's see here. I have to attack you. I have to. You might beat me though. It'd be actually really funny. I think it will happen where I'll attack you on video and I'll lose, and you'll be right there. And
I
we'll just
don't think
laugh
so.
together. Oh, brother. I'm running out of
I
options here. I
don't
got
think so.
five left, so the
Did
five would be.
have you leveled your knight
I just did.
from yesterday?
I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
did.
So you
Yeah.
should have.
So I was. That's why I attacked Charity.
Yeah,
Was
you
just
should
to
be
get over the
fine.
hump.
I
So this is.
You have 80 more defense than my. It's only a crit that could kill you, but you have 1,000 HP, so I don't think so.
Yeah. It doesn't. These attacks don't feel good anymore. I'm also really close to leveling up my whip. Um, to level 23. So I'm gonna get like something to kill executioners with, like even better very
Yeah.
soon. Um, I did my jousts already. I haven't pitted yet. I don't know what to pit. And I was telling you before, like I don't know what to pit every day. Like I've pit something different.
Yeah.
I could talk myself into pitting this to 26 to get a huge damage jump. I could pit the knight some furthermore. Um, but if there's no utility in doing that right now, it needs 2,000 points, right? Like,
It depends on what you're having trouble with, I guess. Like I said, the 26 knife is overpowered. You will get a
yeah,
huge power spike, but if you're losing to mounts, then you probably need
yeah, I
to
probably need
beat
to
that
pit them out.
knife. Yeah.
Just gonna get through these quick. Just so it gets done. I've forgotten it before. All right. Five attacks. All right, let me just finish these off here. It would be basically our team. Like it's boom, 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 boom. Probably. No, he's got like 500 damage now. Or no, he doesn't. He's 470. Someone has 500
Yeah.
damage. Somebody does on their knights. I forgot who it was, but maybe is it
Yeah.
Azrael? Yeah, it's
Uh,
Azrael.
yeah. Yeah. I
He,
remember this. I saw it yesterday, today as well.
yeah, somebody's got 500, so I'm gonna stay away from that.
Uh,
But
yeah, not touching that.
yeah, I'll go Zera. He can backdoor me too. Looks these things take forever to die, man. Like these Crusaders, man. Remember I was saying like, oh, I can crit them or whatever. Like it's not happening.
No,
Like
yeah, it's weird. Once they hit a certain level of agility, they get massively stronger. It
it
doesn't make a lot of sense, but
it feels weird, right? Like it.
yeah, yeah, it's the same with the berserker. You cannot like the berserker. You cannot hit him once they
Mm,
get like 200 agility. So it doesn't matter if you have more damage than their defense. It's just you can't hit them. I saw
yeah.
that last season a lot.
Look how many hits the knight absorbed. 118.
Yeah,
Like it's just and how many crits?
yeah.
There's no crits, right? Okay, cool. Um, that's four shard. That would be a fun battle to do just for fun, like just for video sake, but we're not gonna do that. It's death. Because he's attacked me twice and lost like twice in a row and lost, but they've been like rock fights. Like everything's really, really close. There's like one merc left. So these mounts aren't as strong, but he does have three melee, including a monk, or not a monk. Is it a monk? Yeah, it's a monk,
Yeah.
which can cause issues for like my big swordsman. So like that's not
He's
great.
he's very slow, but you might get critted randomly, and that
Yeah,
wouldn't be fun.
that wouldn't be fun. But the three melee thing makes it take a little longer. Although my berserker should counter his monk pretty quickly, I would think. So that's an option. And I have four left. So if I were to stop at, I tried him one more time because he's got less mounts. Might try. Yeah, I lost him yesterday, but I might try one more time anyway. If I go Cloak, Josher, Jim, and Jackal, probably let's try that. Oh, I hate these. That means I lose, man. These scripts go long, man. Yeah, look at that. He's like
Yep.
countered these things. There's the back door. Yeah, I'm fucked.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I couldn't break the vulture is a what? He is
Berserker, I think. No, that's your Berserker.
Crusader.
Crusader.
Crusader. So that
Yeah.
was again like that's what I feared, but like I didn't expect. Let's just go through the script and see how I lost my melee. So probably the monk took out the swords. Let's see. Yeah. I'm surprised that my outlaws couldn't get to him, but the executioner took care of that.
Yeah, executioner.
Um, Counter, okay, that's expected. Yep. I countered his knight. That's weird. That shouldn't be happening, but it worked for me. Um, 59, So I guess like just the three melee is just especially yeah. So that monk, look at that crit, 500
Yeah.
damage. Yeah, that's not good. Uh,
Was your Crusader low?
pardon me?
Uh, was it low HP? Because you shouldn't die from one, right? Did he
No, it
get
was
hit again?
784, but it took like some hits. Like it had
Yeah.
like it took hold on, let's see. So which one was it? Shaky was 469. Shaky was 469 here too. Let's go back up and see when it got hit. Yeah, so the monk really makes the difference. I thought the
Mm.
monk would die to my berserker kind of quick, which is, and I thought without that in the picture that things would be okay. Um, but whoops, but that's not the case. Anyway, so I've got it. I'm gonna try you, which scares me. Um, and then Josher, and yeah, Josher. Wanted to get this though. I'm really close to a whip. Fuck. Oh man. All right, Jim. Let's fight. Oh, brother. I think you got me. Like I think I'm drawing dead now this season with, yeah, I'm gone. So
Ooh.
I can't break Crusaders. It's like literally the one fault of my setup right now
Oh, my
is that,
Crusader's at 100 HP though. That's
yeah,
unlucky.
but that happens though. And I think that's not, I don't think that's necessarily unreasonable. Like I made a mistake with the build. Like I cannot break these things. Like I got a crit,
Yeah.
right?
You need a monk, I guess. Yeah.
But
It's
I
not
would
enough.
need or a stronger bow, right? Um,
Yeah.
it's
Plus,
550.
my Crusader does not have a lot of HP. It's like 800, I think.
But it allows it to be
So it's not.
more
Yeah, it has more
it's pretty
agility.
agile, right? Like you have good agility on it, right? So
It's not
well
100, but it's like 80. Yeah.
but with the combination of 650 defense, it works pretty well. Um
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Like a combination of, I don't know how to get this. It's like it looks like the best case of action is like agility and defense on all the
yeah,
mercs. If you want.
yeah,
You can't have either one. Yeah.
exactly. Um Fjord also has 500 damage on his knight. Wow. He's got 500 on the dot. Um that doesn't look good. He's got a Crusader and a Berserker. I'm not worried about the Berserker too much. I can get through that with the Outlaw. It goes back to the same thing. It's this. He's got 120 with 1,000 HP. So my Archer covers
It's
it.
less than your archers. Yeah.
My Archer covers it, and
If
I know
you,
Archer's fast,
yeah.
but
But
his mount
it's a
is
lot of agility versus your accuracy, so it might take a while to get hits through, I
exactly,
think.
and this is like 500 with 200 accuracy. Um, that's scary. I mean, it's all scary right now. Um, 470, 205. It's these Crusaders again, though, right? So he's got one that's like yours. It's not as good. But it's kind of like yours. Um,
Yeah.
it's got a little
Probably
more
not enough
HP,
enhancement.
but um, yeah, this is tough, man. Um, Cloak and Dagger Josher. This guy I got two left, right? I think it's two left. The site's taking a long time to load today. No, not really, just this one time. Um, shit. I mean, I could just hit two multis, but I don't know.
Yeah, you
Might
kind of
do
don't want to
that.
risk after two losses.
Having lost, yeah, I was gonna say, having lost two attacks already, it's probably just best to just cash out on the multis and call it a day. Um,
Yep.
it's funny, going into yesterday, I only lost that one attack to myself. Um, but yeah, I'll probably just they're all 130, right? just to do a quick scan. I haven't even really spied them much. So 442, 150. Yeah, we'll wrap this up this way. I don't need to lose like 4 attacks today.
Yeah, my goal is to hit the least amount of multis possible, but this is
Yeah,
it's not very
me
it's not
too.
working out.
Yeah, me too, right? Like I don't there was one day I attacked somebody instead of the multi, even though they're worth the same, just because I couldn't like I just couldn't do it. I couldn't get myself to do it. So
Yeah, at some point you realize it's not worth it though.
yeah, and I think this was the moment for me actually right now. So I will have to like what's happening is I can't break those Crusaders in time before I'm getting backdoored. So um
Mm.
I think the setup, like I love playing the setup. I think it's a lot of fun, but it's just I've been looking for if to see if anyone who hit 27 um had sold a monk. I've been checking and checking and checking and because I don't really know what people have, so like but there's none. And at this point it's too late. So um
Yeah, it will be way too far behind now.
yes. So I'm going to wrap this up like in terms of the recording part. We can stay on and chat, but that is it for my attacks today. Lost two, tough times, um, but it's all good. But you live and you learn. Anyway, till next time. Peace.